Hi learners, welcome to our channel Python Programming. In this video, let us learn about the last form of if statement, nested if. Nested if means an if statement which contains another if statement. To check more complex conditions, we can use nested if statements. The nested if statement can be used to test whether more than one condition is true or not. Let's see the syntax about nested if statement. We have if followed by condition 1, and the condition 1 may yield either true or false as result. If the condition is true and if we want to check another condition, that can be given inside this if statement. So if condition 2, we are checking the nested if. The condition 2 is true, we are executing statement W. If the condition 2 is false, we are executing statement X. And for the outer if the condition becomes false, the interpreter will never execute condition 2. It will be coming to the else block which follows the outer if. Under else block, we are having statement Y, and statement Z is the statement which follows the entire nested if statement. Let's have a flow diagram to have the clear picture about the nested if statement. So initially we are checking condition 1 with the help of if. We have two possibilities. The condition may be either true or false. This is the outer if statement, and if the condition is true, then the interpreter will enter and it will try to check condition 2 in the inner if statement. So condition 2 will also have two possibilities of either true or false. So if the condition is true, then the statement W will be executed. If the condition is false, statement X will be executed. After executing statement X or statement W, the interpreter will be coming out of the inner if and it will be coming to statement Z, which follows the if statement. What happens if the initial condition itself is false? If condition 1 is false, the interpreter will be coming to the else block where we have statement Y to be executed. And after executing statement Y, the control will be transferred to the statement Z, which follows the if statement. Let's see a very simple example to understand the concept of nested if. To display the greatest among three numbers, let us assume that we are going to read three numbers X, Y and Z from the user, and we are going to check which is the greatest among the three. So let's have the first condition. Let us check if X is greater than Y. Okay. Let us assume that X is greater than Y. What is the next thing we have to do? We have to check whether X is greater than Z also. So if X is greater than Z, that condition is also true. It means X is the greatest number. Okay. If X greater than Z is false, then we can conclude that Z is the greatest number. Why? X is already greater than Y. And now X greater than Z is false. It means that Z is greater than X as well as Y. So we can display the message Z is the greatest among three. What happens if the first condition yields the value of false as result? If X greater than Y is false, it means that X is not greater than Y. Then we can check the next condition, Y is greater than Z or not. That can be given in else part, Y greater than Z. It is also having two possibilities of giving values true or false. If it is true, then we can conclude that Y is the greatest. But if it is false, we can conclude that Z is the greatest and we can display the message on the screen accordingly. Whatever be the case, the interpreter will be coming to execute the statement which follows the nested if structure. Let's do the coding here. We are in need of three inputs x, y and z. So the values are read from the user by means of using the first three statements. Next, we are writing the if statement by checking the condition x greater than y. If it is true, we have to check if x greater than z also. If x is greater than y and if x is greater than z, then we can conclude that x is the greatest number that can be displayed on the screen. Else is the part for the inner if structure where we are checking the condition if z is greater than y. If it is greater than y, then we can conclude that z is the greatest number. What happens if the first condition itself fails? If x greater than y yields a value of false, then we have to check whether y is greater than z also. That can be given in the outer else part if y greater than z. If it is true, we can display y is the greatest number. If it is false, we can conclude that z is the greatest number. These are some sample input given by the user 6, 7, 5 and output is on the screen. Among 6, 7, 5, y is the greatest number. Among 98, 56 and 70, x is the greatest number. And among 12, 24 and 36, z is the greatest number. Stay tuned and happy learning.